Here to share with you guys the trades I took for this week. So for this week, right at this very point, I have my high of the week. So I have my high of the week right here. I have my psychological levels, which I normally have on the chart. I have my low of the week right at this very point. So as you can see, I have my psychological levels. So what is psychological levels? Psychological levels are 0 areas. So I normally trade GBP, JPY. So psychological levels around here is 194,500. The next psychological level should be 195,000, then 195,500. Next, so these are my psychological levels, which are round number areas. These are my psychological levels. Now, these are the trades I took for this week. So this was on Monday. And I also have these lines very here, which is my session breaks. So session breaks from this very point to this very point right here is what happens on Friday. So starting from this very point to this very point on Monday. So from here to here, Tuesday, then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So having my high of the week already, my low of the week, then psychological levels and my trend lines, everything drawn out. So I took this very trade on Monday, which is first of all, I took a buy. First, I took a buy right at this very point. So why did I buy? And I normally take my trades by 8 a.m. So I normally take my trades 8 a.m. I don't take trade before 8 a.m. So during 8 a.m. on Monday, I took a buy around here because I was interpreting this very point as a price will bounce here and start continue going on based on my uptrend. Though this was around resistance level, so this was around resistance level, but I was interpreting the price would keep going up because I had my psychological levels, my high of the week, my low of the week, then 8 a.m. So this was about around 8 a.m. I went in for firstly a buy. So whenever you see this very thin on my chart, that means there was a stop loss around there. That means I hit stop loss around there. I don't normally leave my risk to reward ratio whenever I hit stop loss. So I do use this very tool right here to indicate areas where I hit stop loss. Now, so when price got to this place, I went in for a buy, the stop loss was hit. Then immediately I reversed my position and went in for a sell, which I did 1:4. So I did 1:4. My stop loss was this very point, which is 25 pips. Then my take profit was around here, which is 1:4. So I did 1:4 risk to reward. Then I recovered my loss, and I did 1:4 risk to reward. So then on Tuesday, I took a buy around this very point, which is the reason why I took this buy was I had my trend line touch this very peak. So this trend line touched this very peak. So this trend line touched this very peak right here and touched here. And I had to extend. So when price got to this very point, which was 8 a.m. So as you can see, this was 8 a.m. 8 a.m. price got to this very point. Now I had my interpreted here as a support zone. So whenever I want to take a trade, I normally use psychological levels. If I have psychological levels, trend line in the high or low of the week around that zone, then the resistance or support zone is a complete confluence for me to go in for either a buy or a sell. So this very trade right here, I had this trend line, psychological levels, then support zone. So as you can see, price keep rejecting around this very point. The price keep rejecting around this very point and price. So this was a previous resistance zone that we should not interpret as a support zone. Whenever price breaks resistance zone, So it turns that it stands on to a support zone. So when price go back to this break and retest, I'm waiting for a buy because I already have my complete confluence, which is trend lines, critical levels, and support zones. And again, 8 a.m. So time is with me. Time is very important in my edge. So whenever I'm trading, time is very, very important. And I'm waiting for a buy, which I also did 1:4 routes to reward. I did over 121 pips. So with the, I also did 1:4 routes to reward. My stop loss was initially 30 pips. So my stop loss was 30 pips. I used 30 pips as my stop loss. Then my take profit was around 1:4, which is I did 123 pips in profit. Then Wednesday, I did not trade. On Wednesday, I did not trade. I did not take any trade on Wednesday. Then on Thursday morning, which was, we had CPI by 130. So, which was CPI. So here should be 130. Then I also went in for a buy. Because I have my low of the week psychological levels and trend line. So said, okay, it's the price. I interpreted this place as where price came. It started before going to the upside. So I said, okay, and this zone is going to buy this market to the upside because as you can see, so I said this zone is going to bounce this market to the upside from this very point. So when price got to this place, I'm waiting for a buy. During CPI, immediately price flashed up when the news was released. So price flashed up and went against me immediately. Then stop loss was hit, as you can see. I also had my stop loss sign right here just to show you that stop loss was hit around this very point. Then stop loss was hit. I did not take any other trade on Thursday. Then on Friday, I took a buy again around this very point. Stop loss was 25 pips. I used 25 pips stop loss. So I also did, the stop loss was 25 pips. I went in around here. Stop loss was 25 pips. And I did 1:4 risk to reward. I did 1:4 risk to reward. Then the reason why I also took this trade was I had my psychological levels at this very point. So this was my psychological levels. Then before 8 a.m., because this was around 8 a.m. So before 8 a.m., price was already repeating around this support level. Price keep repeating same levels. Then I drew a trend line from this very point. So from this very point, something like this. I had this trend line. I also drew another one because price was actually forming a pattern right here, which looks like a consistent pattern. But the reason why I went in for a buy was, remember, I don't take trades before 8 a.m. So then I had to break down this trend line from this very point to this very point. So I had to bring down this trend line from this very point to this very point. And this trend line touched here, peak, this very point, also touched here, another peak, then this very point, then I went in for a buy. Immediately it was 8 a.m. So immediately it was 8 a.m. When this candle closed, then I went in for a buy immediately. And I also did 1:4 risk to reward, which is 104 to 105 pips in profit. So this was my trades for last week. So finally I ended up the week profitable. So the week was profitable for me. And hopefully by next week, until next week, though, I don't know what will happen in the market. I only have to react to my edge. So whenever I see my edge, which is psychological level trend line high and low of the week, then time, which is 8 a.m. London session, and as well New York session, I take trade by 2 p.m. New York session, which is Nigerian time, 2 p.m. Nigerian time. So whenever I have my complete confluence and I'm seeing my edge around that certain time, just going for either a buy or a sell. It depends on what my edge is telling me to do. I'll just go in for a buy or a sell. Then, as you all know, anything can happen. I'll just wait for the outcome, put my stop loss and put my take profit, and anything can happen. So that's the trades I took for the week. So I'll see you guys next week as well to share with you guys the trades I'll be taking for next week. So I'll also share it with you guys. What are the trades I took for the week, and it was profitable. Last week was profitable. So that's all, guys.